Hi, welcome back to Britain's Hidden History. Well, I had the great pleasure recently of visiting the first Zodiac with author Hugh Evans. His fantastic book is available for the cameraglyphics.com website. And one of the places he reveals is this ancient stone circle with very strange properties that the ancients seemed very aware of, and they marked it. Let's go and have a look.
See, right behind the stone circle, and there's the name of the place, isn't it?
This is on the 1888 Ordnance Survey map, Court of the Stones.
There it is, Llys y Garnedd. They're quite impressive views, aren't they, across to...
That's the Llyn Peninsula.
Right.
And on the star maps, that's where the Milky Way comes in from the spirit world. It comes round, comes in from the north, goes over Mount Snowdon, comes in from the north into the main sort of northern part of the star maps, and then exits out south and out into the ocean via Aberystwyth.
Wow. So of course all this ties in then with the four quarters of Wales, isn't it, with the northwest, Gwynedd being the spiritual centre.
And the star maps covers the entire quarter of Gwynedd of Wales. A fifth of all of Wales in total area.
Good effort.
And you'll see as you go up into the mountains and you can look down at the overview of the maps how crucial this clean peninsula is, and how it forms this magical link between the spiritual world and the mortal world. And curiously, the building next door is called, well, a core is circle, we get choir and words like that, church from it. And well, if I get my old dictionary out, means to behold, see now, look yonder. So look yonder, there's the stone circle. Yes, he wandered round the corner, and as you can see, it's a public footpath, so I'm going to worry about access or anything like that. I'm going to cross this stream, which is significant. You always find the water. It's a very important part of all these ancient sites, whether burials or symbolic or ritual. The water is always key, and there's the stream running there, and that, as you'll see, led Hugh into this site.
So the first time we came here, there seemed to be a natural crossing of the stream here and an ancient footpath, and right by that crossing was this tree. This tree, it appeared to me, had been sort of like bonsai'd, where most of the boughs were taken out and there was just this one bough pointing towards the stone circle. So let's go.
And each time here we visit these sites, it makes you realise how fragile and tenuous our hold over our ancient history is, how little we know, and we're building houses and stuff willy-nilly. Who knows what's being lost? It's like, goodness, Hugh has recorded this now.
Coming in now,
right?
You can start to see these boulders are in an arc. They go around onto that tree.
Oh yes.
They go around. If you come forward, you can see one just poking out through the nettles there. They go around, and
yeah, I can see a large one over there. Is that part of it?
Yeah, and at the end there are two on that sort of southern entrance.
Wow.
And in the middle there is a magnetic anomaly. It's either a sink or a source, so the stones surround this magnetic anomaly that's in the middle.
Oh, brilliant. Well done for spotting it.
There's a whole load of rocks all the way around there.
Huh. You never noticed, would you?
No.
I wonder how many people here actually know this is here.
Don't know. I think the locals will have an understanding of what's here, but maybe not a full understanding. And you know, I've heard a few people say, well, you've got to be careful, there are a few sort of like mock or faux circles around. So I went back to the notes and looked at the most ancient Ordnance Survey maps that go back to 1888, and this is still identified as a stone circle, or a field, a circular field with stones in it. And even the Welsh tithe maps identify it by name as something special. So unless it was a fake that goes back
a long way,
a long way, then it's been like this undisturbed for hundreds of years.
So here's the magnetometer, yeah.
Yeah, so let's get it up. There it is, magnetometer. This is a free app. So here it shows you the total magnetic field, 45 microteslas, which is pretty much normal, is about 40. But then you have the X, Y and Z components. So at the moment my phone's at an angle, so if I turn it over like that, now it's flat, the Z component is vertical, so we've got 40 microteslas coming out of the ground, but you can also see we have an X and a Y component. I turn this slightly round, now you can see the X component's gone to 0, but the Y component is gone higher, and so that's sort of pointing that way. There's a magnetic line or force going that way as well as coming out of the ground.
Oh, cool.
And we will get the dowsers out in a minute and show you how that works.
Excellent. Come on, it's got to fit your handy pocket-sized book. There you go.
Oh, look, I can sort of like promote my book as I wander around. So the dowsing sticks are sort of going in the same direction as the phone was showing that there was a magnetic force. When I did this last, I walked in a circle and these pointed to the centre as I walked round.
Wow.
So shall we try it again?
Yeah, let's give that a go, yeah.
Let's go out a little
For
bit.
the record, as they say.
Yeah, for the record. Okay. You got the cameras rolling?
Yep, so am I in the middle now, am I?
I think you're a little off the middle. But go over there a little bit more. Back. A couple of metres. Yeah, try that there.
Back here, yeah?
Yeah. I'll try and go around without getting stung.
Yeah, short to a brave core.
I hope you can see from watching this video that although he's actually walking in a circle around me, it's not obvious from watching the camera that they keep pointing in all the time. The rod's quite remarkable.
So Ross, I think you're in the middle. You're in the middle of the magnetic anomaly.
Yep.
I'm not sort of faking this.
No, the handles aren't connected to the rods, are they? I mean, this is the key. Brilliant. Then they cross over when you get here. Fantastic.
This is the centre of the stone circle, standing on it. And they put the stones here because of this. So there is some fissure in the rocks underneath us, and you have stone and probably water going through these fissures, so you've got this magnetic difference that causes the magnetometer and the dowsing rods to move. But also you can feel it. With practice you can actually feel it. You can feel if it comes out of the ground or comes down, and you can also feel if it's rotating. You can see a big stone over by that tree. That is an oak, and probably after the original stones were put in, they've tried to fill between the stones with a stone wall. And here is the sort of southern entrance. Quite a big stone here.
Yeah, there's a big stone, that one, yeah.
You can see the wall that seems to have crumbled a little bit going around, and you can also see this side and the wall going around there.
Yeah, it's quite substantial, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Wow. I'm trying to imagine all those hundreds of years what was going on here, eh?
Yeah. So, you know, it must have served a purpose that was more than just somewhere to keep cattle herded in. it does make sense to have anything here just in the middle of a field with a wall all the way around it. So I think it is quite an ancient site, especially with the magnetic anomaly in the middle.
Yeah, so there's no real recognition of the site. We say around here there's more clues that this has got astrological basis, you think? Or?
There's no recognition that there is a star sign here in the authorities, Cadu for example. We would know this constellation today as Hercules, but Hercules is a Roman name, Heracles is the Greek, and I think in the Neolithic times, because that's what these cairns and standing stones and earthworks are dated to, that's pre-Greek, they would have known this area as the Warrior, and that's why we have a lot of Arthur type names in the roads and the towns around here, and King Arthur would have been the living embodiment of that myth.
Right.
The next constellation further up the coast is Lyra, which we would know as Lyra or the harp, but it was known in the British myth pantheon as Arthur's harp. So again, there's another reference to Arthur.
Okay, so if you want to visit this one for yourself, it's near a place called Dyffryn Ardudwy, which I'll put in the description as well. Search that, wonders of Google Earth, in we go. You can see the Clean Peninsula, Anglesey, and we come zooming in here. I'll just get some chance to get some bearings. You'll see the popular holiday places along this coast. Talabont, probably the nearest landmark, and you work it out from there. There it is, with Hercules or Heracles marked on the map. Draco. We'll zoom in, and you can see it on the maps. It's just fields. Just look for these street names. Just wander up. Public footpath. Go and have a look yourself. And that's what the book looks like, and it's available for chromoglyphics.com, and I'll put a link up to Hugh's excellent YouTube channel. Till next time, Heruch.